It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland, we're getting a look at the enormous Commanders Field. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Katie York sent to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Raheem Blackshear now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
I think when Bryce Young heard his name called to Carolina a couple years ago, he knew that he was in for a rebuild. He knew that it might be some tough circumstances, but I don't think he could have ever imagined the kind of beating he took both physically, mentally, emotionally in a 2-14 season. But we know this also in the history of football. There have been a lot of #1 picks that have been knocked down. And it's not about getting knocked down, it's about coming off that mat. Many of them have, and I know Carolina will look for some positive steps out of the second-year player this season.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the air on first down, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and it sets up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Connection made to Tremble. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Short pass caught by his tight end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Young on the play action. That's Thomas, he's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Out of the gun, Young. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out, without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Young to throw here on third. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Staring at 4th down now, the Panthers electing to go with Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Well, here he comes. Here comes the Heisman Trophy winner from a season ago, and what a show he put on, man. He was a stat stuffer. Over 1,100 yards rushing. Looked a lot like Lamar Jackson did back in the day in college. And oh, by the way, 40 touchdowns passing too. You know why this Washington organization took him so high in this draft? They want him to be Lamar Jackson. They want him to be dynamic. And he's going to get his career off and running.
No hesitation, and that one's caught. It's a pickup of 11, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Daniels. Into traffic, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Again, Daniels to the air. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got it at the 5. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And that gives them first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Tremble with the grab. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Quick hitter complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and short.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So on 4th down now, the Panthers calling an All-Pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off now to Eckler. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. They'll set up a screen out wide. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Daniels now. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. This one's hauled in on the left side. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, here's Eckler. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Hits his man on the out route. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here's Robinson.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Daniels, 3rd and goal. He's on the move. Avoids the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Katie York now on for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's a type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now is York to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They run again with Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Young. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They're set up at the 35 now. Daniels on 1st down. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
This is Eckler on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He's got it at the 24. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it's going to be Panthers football. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. We'll return to Landover right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. From the 41. Finds a man. Deontay Johnson has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Able to get it to Moore. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
Complete to Tremble. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And we're all knotted up. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Tressway on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He has it at the 22. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, Young. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Play action now, Young. Legette's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Young on the play action. This is reeled in by Legette. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hubbard again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Young. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the Defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Staring at 4th down now, the Panthers electing to go with Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. Jukes out a 1-stop. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play fake here, Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Daniels off the play action. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Daniels from the pistol. Into traffic, complete! And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Again, Daniels to the air. Got a man over the middle, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the give, here's Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
York now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now is York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Panthers set to take the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's Young. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Young. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the pistol, it's Young. Connects with Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Young to throw it. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This is Leggett on the left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. It's inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle, Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Commanders 17.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Got him in over the middle, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. It's caught. Eckler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, Daniels. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 5-yard loss brings up 3rd and 6.
So we've arrived at halftime, and the Panthers, impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.